Take me out tonight, where there's music and there's people and the young and the light.
Dear bride, dear groom, and all of you who share with them the joy of this moment, allow me to bid you welcome and to introduce myself. I'm your registrar, and in that capacity I have the authority to perform this wedding ceremony today.
Brak će danas sklopiti Alix, Twigg i Faye, Evato, notazu kod svojih svjedoka.
With pleasure, I declare that there are no legal obstacles or prohibitions for your wedding, which will be in the presence of your witnesses.
Dragi mladenci, brak u životnoj zajednici uređena je zakonom, pa mi je dužnost podsjetiti vas na neke uvjete što ih propisuje obiteljski zakon.
Marriage as a life union is prescribed by law, so it is my duty to remind you about certain terms prescribed by Croatian Family Act.
Što je brak?
What is marriage?
Na ovo pitanje ima toliko odgovora koliko samih brakova, ali postoji u tome nešto što bi trebalo biti zajedničko svim brakovima na svijetu, to je ljubav.
For this question there are as many answers as there are marriages, but there is one thing that should be in common to all marriages worldwide, and that is love.
Volite se u braku koji je obližavate stvoren, da budete jači, da vam bude ljepše i lakše.
Love each other in marriage, which will give you strength and make your life easier and more beautiful.
Poštujte se međusobno svom nastojanju da vam bude ljepše i bolje, ravnopravni i zanesite sve ono što vas kao dvoje slobodnih ljudi združuje u zajednicu koju danas stupate.
Respect each other at all times. Be equal and enter in this union of marriage as two free persons.
Muškarac i žena su svako jedna polovica školjke, kada su sjedinjeni onda su cjelina, kaže jedna stara indijska poslovica.
Man and woman are individually one half of the shell. When they are united, they make an entirety, one proverb says.
Neka vaš brak bude čvrsta školjka ljubavi, ravnopravnosti i međusobnog poštovanja u svemu, neka u njemu trajno ozranja more, harmonije i sklada.
Let your marriage be a strong shell of love, equality, mutual respect in everything. Let the sea of harmony resound in it permanently.
Budite vjerni jedno drugome bez osjećaja dužnosti da to morate. Vjernost je samo drugi oblik ljubavi i slobode, primljene i uzvraćene s poštovanjem i radošću davanja.
Be faithful to each other without feeling the duty to do so. Faithfulness is just another form of love and freedom that you give and receive with respect and joy.
Prepolovite prava, pod dotičite dužnosti, neka vaš brak bude najljepši mogući oblik zajedničkog života.
Have your entitlements, share your duties, let your marriage be the best possible form of living together.
Odredite sporazumno mjesto zajedničkog stanovanja. Može to biti bilo koji kutak na zemlji, ako ga zajednički odaberete, bit će to za vas najljepše mjesto koje postoji i vi ga učinite najljepše.
Decide jointly on your dwelling. It may be any corner of this world. If you choose it together, it will be the best existing place for you. Make it the most beautiful.
Zajednički odlučujete svoj djecu. Neka i ona bude oblik ljubavi. Ljubav je neka nasljedna, ljubav je neka raste.
You jointly decide about your children, who are a symbol of your love. Let them be nurtured in love.
Sad dolazi na najljepše i najvažnije počeće vaše da.
And now comes the most important and the most beautiful moment in which you say I do.
Moje prvo pitanje je za Faye.
Faye, for your first question.
Pristajete li vi, Faye Watson, na sklapanje braka s Alixom Twigg?
Do you, Faye Watson, take Alix Twigg to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Ajde.
Pristajete li vi, Alix Twigg, na sklapanje braka sa Faye Watson?
Do you, Alix Twigg, take Faye Watson to be your lawfully wedded wife?
Do.
Bravo!
Please exchange your wedding rings.
Oh yeah, very nice.
You've got that. Okay, and that way.
Yeah.
Dobre.
Dobre.
Prvi bračni poljubac.
You may now kiss.
No, we've got some ceremony.
S obzirom na to da smo obavili sve radnje, potrebni za zakonski postupak sklapanja braka na temelju članka 19 stavka 2 obiteljskog zakona, svečano objavljen za sklopljen brak između Faye i Evato i Alixa.
We have now concluded all actions required for a legal procedure of marriage. Thus, according to the Article 19, paragraph 2 of Croatian Family Act, I solemnly pronounce you husband and wife. Today, this relationship is symbolized through the pouring of these two individual containers of sand. One representing you, Alix, and all that you were, and all that you are, and all that you will ever be. The other representing you, Faye, and all that you were, and all that you are, and all that you will ever be. As these two containers of sand are poured into the third container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist, but will be joined together as one. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated and poured again into the individual containers, so will your marriage be. Please be careful. Try to pour it together.
I missed it.
I was finished first.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Alix, can you invite Neil and Katie, your witnesses?
Neil.
Katie!
Time of that.
Nine.
See?
Sign and demand.
Merry Christmas.
Na kraju ovog svečanog čina, na početku vašeg zajedničkog života, primite iskreno jednostavno čestitku, budite zajednički.
At the end of this solemn act, but in the beginning of your life together, please accept our sincere congratulations. Let our beautiful city, city of harmony and love, bring you happiness, and let it remind you forever of this unique moment.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Bella, what? Two colours.
Hello everybody. For those that don't know me, I'm Martin, otherwise known as Foxy, and I'm one of Alix's, one of the two best men. I'd like to say it's a pleasure to be stood up here, but that'd be lying. So until I finish my speech, that will not be the case. I'm going to start by thanking Alix and Faye for inviting us to this amazing place to be part of their special day, which is beautiful. I'd like to say all the bridesmaids look lovely. What a fantastic job you've done helping along the way.
Thank you.
I'd also like to say the mums look beautiful, Mrs. Twigg in particular.
Well, that's a bonus point to that, Foxy. See that?
He knows to get on bus with him in the morning.
I've got to say that Faye, you look absolutely beautiful and you make a stunning bride. So I would like you all to join me in my first toast. Sorry Alex, you'll have to wait. To the gorgeous bride, Faye.
Cheers, Faye. Cheers, everyone. That's me. I'm not speaking.
We all know Faye is a wonderful woman and she deserves the perfect man. Unfortunately, you don't always get what you want.
Don't nick my lines! Come on, nicking all my lines here!
Unfortunately, you just have to live with Alix. I suppose most of you think I'm going to stand up here tell you loads of stories about Alix, how we grew up, things we got up to, things we did on the park.
Don't.
Unfortunately, I can't do that. For the years in the room and particular people, Mrs. Twigg one, I'm going to have to leave them to Neil. However, I can't do this speech without bringing up Alix's stag do.
Don't mention it.
Over the years, we've had some fantastic stag do's. We've visited Las Vegas, Barcelona, Bratislava, Prague. I can go on and on and on. But we thought, right, we'll venture out, broaden our horizons, and we'll go to a little old town, a sunny old Matlock, and go to the Why Not Festival. For those that don't know, it was a little bit of a washout.
A little bit. Like a swamp, weren't it?
Having been cancelled a night early, Alix been taken home early with a damaged leg, and very sore heads along the way. I think you all agree
They were crap.
that it wasn't the best stag do in the world. We ended up with many sore heads and not very much to show from it, which is usually a typical weekend for Alix, otherwise known as Alan to his friends.
Alan Stiggs.
I reckon you had a good time.
Anyway, before I pass you on to Neil, I would like to give Alix some advice on what people thought were the perfect ingredients to a long marriage. Having married for one successful year, I'd like to say firstly, Alix, set the ground rules and establish who's the boss. Then do everything Faye says. Secondly, remember to tell your wife those 3 important words. Your idea. Now, so my second toast, I'd like to do a toast for those people who can't be with us today, absent friends and family. I think we've all got someone who would like to be here. So I'd like to do my second toast for absent friends.
Absent friends. Cheers, Elliot.
Thanks, Foxy.
On behalf of the bride and groom, I would like to thank everyone here for sharing this special day, particularly those people who have travelled far distances. I know Alix and Faye will never forget this special place, but speaking personally and perhaps slightly selfishly, I wish that a lot of you had stayed at home so it'd be a lot easier on myself. So ladies and gentlemen, my final toast before I pass you on to Neil, I would like you all to join me in saying, ladies and gentlemen, to the bride and groom.
Thank you, Foxy. Thank you. Where's your drink, love?
My speech ain't going to be anything like that. Get that out of the way right away. On the start.
Are you ready?
Hello everyone and welcome to Alix and Faye's wedding. I'm glad you could make it. What's the matter? Don't do that. I'm glad you could all make it to Dubrovnik today to celebrate Alix and Faye's wedding. It's amazing how far people will come for a free meal. That's done. That's it. She's done. When Alix and Faye mentioned they were coming to Dubrovnik, I thought it was a bit strange. Dubrovnik. I've had a few. Chill out. It was a bit strange choice of Don't stop!
Leaving.
It's hard to say Dubrovnik.
It is, love, it is.
What's on?
Just ignore him, really.
But Tyrion Lannister, he had to come home to King's Landing, so here we are. Right, we'll get straight into it, shall we? Here we go. As you all know, I am Al's big brother, so I've got enough stories about him to stand here for an hour or so. But I'm going to concentrate on the fairly mild stuff that I think I can get away with. Because you're sat there. Me and Al have always been close. When we were kids, we were always hanging about together. He would tag along with me and my mates, being the big man, while we played football, went swimming and did all the usual boys stuff. He always fitted in with us and mostly acts like the little brother. Not too bad. Of course, it was my job to look after him on our various trips out, and he didn't like me telling him what to do, and it would always end up in a fight. But I still have to look after him now when we're out. I love to play football. I say loved because I'm not sure he could chase a ball anymore. He gets out of breath tying his shoelaces. It's true. All these steps are nearly killing him. He's nearly had an heart attack a couple of times. He played for several teams, including the Junior Blades and Ashley Spires. I think he thought he was going to be the new Gaza, and it turns out he was partially correct. We weren't always the best of friends, and I can't lie to you, sometimes I was a cruel big brother. You've got to, it's your job, get character building. Once, me and Tomo put him on a roundabout in Richmond Park and spun it so fast he couldn't get off. He was actually sick, and then we let him off. Are you feeling wobbly? Me and Tomo broke into the bathroom while he was having a bath and drew all over him with magic markers while he tried to preserve his dignity. It sounds weird, and it was. Me and Tomo decided to burn him with a magnifying glass. There's a pattern forming here, sorry. We both went to Gleadless School, and being only 2.5 years younger than me, we were there at the same time. I remember we always used to sit at the same table for dinner. It was my job, being older, to serve out the food to the rest of the table. Unfortunately for Al and our cousin Dan, I was a bit greedy, and if it was fish fingers or treacle sponge, they didn't get any. As you can see, he's made up for it since. When we were teenagers, and we're talking early 90s here, he used to come with us on Friday nights to the Pally nightclub to do a bit of raving. I think I was 17 and Al was about 14. I don't know how he managed to avoid getting caught by our mum. He would stay with us until it closed at 3 AM and then we would walk home. Sorry, mum. Didn't know about that, did you? After school, I went to college and university to study leisure studies. And that is a real subject. While he was studying leisure studies, he got a job as a burger flipper / pizza maker at Mama and Leone's, an Italian restaurant. No, pizza flipper. You were never a chef. He claimed he was a chef and still brags that he was once a chef, even now 20 years later. This is strange, as I have never seen him lift a finger in the kitchen. I don't think he even makes his own toast. Poor Faye.
No, we don't, Neil, yeah.
What happened to the leisure studies anyway? Why aren't you a PE teacher? You could have been wearing a trackie and 3 stripes all day. It could have been so different. Then came the party boy years. Gleadless did not know what hit it. Our very own Liam Gallagher, or at least that's what he thinks. The owners of the Hollingbush, Newin, Noah's Ark, Red Lion, Healy and Sheffield and Sherwood still remember those days fondly as the most profitable years they have ever. Club Twigg emerged in this era. We've got a few regulars. A cosy little nightclub located in Al's Terrace House on Hollinsend Road. Capacity about 20. The club, it were about 20. Alright, more than that. The club would open most nights to the dismay of the neighbours. Fortunately, both of them were deaf. Club Twigg offered various entertainment.
Alright, that's...
Yeah, we got But the standout act was Al racing around the kitchen workshops and then jumping onto the kitchen table and back onto the worktops again.
Yes.
Yeah, we've all been there. For some reason I felt sorry for the goldfish.
Who survived?
We had loads.
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter. Just, you ruined it, yeah, no.
Alright, shut up.
RSPCA coming for you. He chased Faye until she eventually succumbed to... Hang on, whoa, I missed the line. Back up. It was about this time Al met Faye through Faye's friend Katie. He chased Faye until she eventually succumbed to his charms, and here we are. Thank you. A bit of audience participation would be nice.
Thank you, Katie. Welcome.
Al changed his career from pizza maker to builder about this time and started working with our cousin Damien, who took him under his wing. I'm not sure how much work them two did, as they spent most of the time messing about. Now Al works for the best boss he's ever had, and he really enjoys having his work scrutinised daily. He doesn't moan about it much though. Alix and Faye have two beautiful children, Bella and Vinny. And thank you. And Faye has just adopted another 37-year-old child to look after. I know that Ali's already swapping clothes with Vinny. They have the same inside leg measurement and get their clothes from the same shop, Mother Care, so it makes sense. Gotta get that one in. Knick-knack. We all know that Ali's vain and likes clothes, even ones with braces. He likes looking like a clown today. He's the only man I know who has bought glasses to wear when there is nothing wrong with his eyes, just because he thought he looked good in them. I thought he looked a bit like Harry Potter. No, sorry, a fat Harry Potter. While we are on Alix's physical attributes, Tomo has asked me to mention his weird coat peg nipple. There was no way I could work it into the speech, so Tomo, there you are. And we got 3 wrinkles on it other day on beach. Damien teased it out. We managed to hang 3 wrinkles on it off cans. It was amazing. We've got photographs. If you want to see them, go to Tomo. I'll sort you out.
Ah, Vinny.
What are you doing that for? It's no good saying, it's a normal thing. I've got it.
It's very normal.
Yeah, it's normal. Shut up, man. Me and Al have always been close, and I would say he's my best friend as well as my brother.
Oh,
that's it, yeah.
Really?
That's it, yeah. It is.
Wow. A round of applause for that.
We've had our ups and downs like any brothers do, but now we have grown up, we are closer than ever.
It's just not my fizz over.
Faye, I'm glad that Alix found you and managed to keep you. You are a great mum to all 3 of your children, and I want to welcome you to the Twigg family.
Thank you, Neil.
I wish Alix and Faye all the best for the future and their marriage, and it gives me great pleasure to invite you all to stand. Oh, everyone's got to get up now. Come on, get up. Get up.
This week.
Raise your glasses. Let's toast the new husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom.
Bride and groom. Thank you, Neil. Neil.
Nice one,
That was so bad, wasn't it?
That's my fault.
I cannot follow those guys. So there'll be no jokes in this speech.
No,
But
not supposed to be alright.
first of all, I'd like to welcome every one of you to the celebration of Faye and Alix's wedding. And to thank you all for coming. And I mean that most sincerely. Hashtag
No, he's just like you. He's just run up and white you.
And so,
Get off.
so Faye can relax, just like
Listen to Grandad.
like Martin said. They're not going to embarrass her with any little stories about when she was young, because I can't remember them. Her mum probably could, but... So, Faye, you can relax, but let's face it, if Alix doesn't know where he's let himself in for now, then he never will.
Exactly.
And then Alix, I don't know when we first met, but it was a similar venue to this.
Yeah.
And an engagement or whatever. And I was at the bar with a colleague, and he said, "Who's that guy over there?" I said, "It's Alix, Faye's partner." He says, "Well, I can see he likes a drink." So I says, yeah. He says, is he a blade? I says, yeah. Is it like fishing? No. We agreed, 2 out of 3 in back. And then I'd like to welcome Alix's family. Amy, Neil, Alix's nemesis, and obviously Diane. And I want to thank Diane again for the hospitality you showed us when we came to see you in Spain. I'm losing the plot now. So,
Doing all right, Graham. Harlan keeping it out.
So, we get some marriage then today. Me and Kath have been married for 45 years. Thanks, Faye. I don't know what the secret is.
My mum.
But marriages today are a lot different to back in the day. Right? Like it's almost as if you want everything now. Hashtag okay, fire. Right? You won't get that with Googling.
I got it.
So it's as if, I mean, look, they even come with grandkids included, don't they? I mean, unlike my parents who had to wait 5, years for it to pass your tiny feet, I've had their pleasure for 5 years. So I'm quite pleased with that. So, although it's already been said before, I'd like to say, can we toast the bride and groom, Alix and Faye?
Alix and Faye. Well done, Graham.
Thank you, kids. Cheers.
I'll say nothing. That's it.
We needed to, because Faye has been so laid back throughout this whole process. So been so laid back. So we just basically, we've all been friends for 30 plus years, which is an amazing achievement. We've been through some horrendous times, which we've supported each other through amazingly. And Faye's met Alix, total opposites attract, but it's a good thing. I can vouch for that, definitely. Alix makes us laugh so much, which irritates Faye enormously. We always back Alix, which isn't a great thing, but we've been such good friends, Faye, and now we hope that our children are as close as we've been. We share a very, very special bond, and we just wanted to thank you so much for letting us be part of your amazing day. It's an amazing thing for us, and we're glad that you found each other, and we know that you're there for Alix and you love him so much, and we know how much Alix adores you. So thank you and congratulations, and Mr. and Mrs. Twigg, we love you.
Hi guys, we've had a fantastic, God, it feels like almost a week, but the ceremony was beautiful. The boat trip was a lovely surprise, so thank you for that. We love you lots, and we can't wait to see you back at
Twigg, Faye Twigg, new to be Faye Twigg. Congratulations on your wedding today, it's been absolutely brilliant, and thank you very much for your invitation. We're all having a wonderful time, and we love you to bits, and you're really good together, and we just made up for you. Happy wedding!
Say we've had a lovely day, and thank you very much for the lovely surprise boat trip. We've been friends for 30 years, got a fly in my face. Plus, yeah. And we just wanted to say that we've gone from girls to women, and we've had a really good life together, and we hope that our children get to share that experience as well. Thank you for everything. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. You look beautiful, Faye. We love you so much. Your ceremony was just you. Everything was absolutely perfect. We couldn't be more proud of you.
I'd just like to thank Alix for inviting me out to Dubrovnik. I've just had to remortgage my house to get here, but I love him loads. And obviously, he's the best looking lad in our family, so that's it. Well, I'd like to show him this because he hasn't got one of these, just a normal nipple. That's what a normal nipple looks like in life. But if I could suck my normal nipple, I'd suck it. That's what my normal nipple looks like in life.
Nothing else is going to happen apart from me.